I think that is a lesson that others can pick up on. I would like to think this community is not unique, but it was really heartening to see people come together, help others, from rescuing them from their homes, to supplying food, to supplying money for helping with the funds and the fundraisers, to help the less fortunate, to rebuilding. The amount of work that's required here to rebuild has just been almost mind-boggling. All 2,800 homes in this particular area all sustained some serious damage, and required gutting and new piping and plumbing and electricity, and it's getting done.
Just going back to earlier in the conversation, when you were wading your way across the elements with
Yes.
with your wife, what was going through your mind? Did you think you were going to make it?
I never thought I wouldn't. I just was concentrating on what had to be done to make it, and it was survival mode, and I can't recall any feeling of dread, panic, but there was a very methodical way of what we had to do to climb our way through the debris and the water, and
you're going to rebuild in the same place, the same.
And largely the same house. There'll be some considerations made for flow through in the basement. The height will be a little higher, and the last house was built to withstand a hurricane, and it'll be the same plans. It was the fire that did us in.
And that fire, is that preventable through, I don't know, shielding and
well, I think there are sprinklers and other things that will happen. Sprinklers wouldn't have helped this particular fire, not with 80-mile-an-hour winds. But I think a more prudent exercise, and when the electricity was cut off, when gas was cut off, may have contributed. It may have prevented others in the future. So I think there are some lessons there we can learn, and a full report isn't out yet. So I think that's something that we'll have to concentrate on. We look at the odds of this happening again, and what do we spend to prevent it, and can it be done in just a little better building codes, and it's done over a long period of time. When we look at the EMP, this is preventable. It's an expense, and it is not even prohibitive, and it will take many years to harden and encase the grid and change some of the things we're doing. But as a former member of Homeland Security, this would probably be a very good thing to be spending money on. The consequences of an explosion of this type would be beyond catastrophic, and we know the causes, we know how to prevent it. Do we have the will to put the resources into it? I think that's for a future Congress to work out. But more people have to be aware of what the consequences are.